is your 2 dumbbell shoulder discomfort workout, right? We are working around that most common annoying issue that happens when you internally rotate, shoulders going, or palm is going down, and then when you try to raise up. Literally, this is the most common issue that people struggle with, and so I want to give you something that you can continue making progress on. So as always, pain-free range of motion. All you need is 2 dumbbells and a step or a chair, something to support yourself. We're going to do 3 exercises, 10 reps of each. Remember, the goal is pain-free work. So if you only have light dumbbells, you can do more reps, more sets, or slow down the reps to make sure that you're getting everything out of this, because lightweight done well and smoothly with no pain is still going to get you more quality work for a longer period of time than heavyweight done poorly through pain. All right, we're gonna get started. All right, the first exercise that we're gonna do is a dumbbell floor press. So the floor is ultimately going to limit our range of motion right away so that we can't go too far, especially in the places that people tend to crash. All right, this is what this is gonna look like. If you've got a heavy set of dumbbells, this is a great exercise, but can be limiting in terms of how you load it. So what you do is you hook your knee under the dumbbell and you pull it up with the elbow wedged into the floor. All right, same thing on the other side. Knee under dumbbell, pull it up. Okay, with this, we're not gonna be arching our back. We're not gonna be packing our shoulders back and down. We're gonna have a little bit of tension there. All right, when you press, we're coming up to a capital A. All right, so we're not flat in a straight line, and we're not in an H with the dumbbells where they're parallel to each other. Capital A. One of my clients likes to call these TPs, all right? We're coming down in that same path. Elbows hit the ground, right back up. Don't crash into the floor. And don't come down so slowly and then stop completely. This is not the place to rest. If you need to rest, rest up here. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And when you're done, elbows to the floor, especially when you get really tired. Dumbbells do not go back towards your face and they do not go back towards your head. You're going to bicep curl them down to the ground. Let them come down like this. Don't go back like this. It's not gonna feel good. And I can't believe how many times I've had to say this to people. Don't let go of the dumbbells till the set is over. I've said this to teenagers, I've said this to adults. Dumbbells don't go towards your face on these specific exercises, and you don't let go of the dumbbells until the set is over. I know that sounds like common sense, it's not. All right? We're gonna do a kneeling shoulder car. So with this, we're gonna do 3 reps each side. It's meant to be more intense than you would have done with your morning routine, because this is a training stimulus. I want this to be hard as it can be without causing pain, always. So we're gonna position our dumbbell or our step right in front of us. One hand is gonna be pushing down, we're kneeling, and I want you to kind of close off your abs a little bit, all right? From here, we're gonna rest our other hand on top of our support hand, palm up, all right? We're gonna make a fist. You can squeeze a sock, a ball, one of your kids' toys, just don't break it. The harder you squeeze, the harder this will be, all right? We're reaching across our body as far as we can, reaching up towards the ceiling through your pain-free range of motion. Dump out the baby bottle, reach all the way back as far as you can, and rest at your side. Reach back again, up, externally rotate, raise the baby bottle to the ceiling, all the way back through, land on your other hand. 2 more reps, reach up, across your body, internally rotate, dump the baby bottle out, reach for the back seat, land at your hip, buckle your seatbelt, reach back to the back seat, grab the trash, all the way back around, and land again. Last rep, right? I'm gonna show you from the side. Up, internally rotate, reach back, land, up, come back. If you feel any pinch on the top of your shoulder, stop short. All right, I'll show you what that looks like on the other side. Okay, We're here, same setup. Reach up. If you feel pinch up here, stop short. Internally rotate there and reach back as far as you can, land at the hip. Up, externally rotate, come all the way back around. Remember, your range of motion is not my range of motion, so if it looks like this, and that's what you can do without pain, that is totally fine. One more round, or one more rep, excuse me. All the way back, reach up, around, and land. Nice job. Those are harder than they seem, especially when you're really putting that intention of locking down your body and not letting any other parts of your body contribute to what we're doing. Slight change of setting, we're still here, we're still doing it. All right, with your rows, using our step or our chair, we want to stack over our support arm as much as we can. Again, if you're feeling pressure on your wrists, put a book or a yoga block under your hand so that your fingers can curl just off the edge of it. It's going to take a ton of pressure off your wrists, I promise. If you need to do this standing because your knees are starting to get tired, stand up. All right? The big thing to maintain when you're standing is the angle of our torso, right? We don't want to be super upright doing this, but we also aren't trying to do bent over, throwing our elbow like this. All right? Our range of motion is going to look like that. So if you notice, it's not a huge range of motion, and it's kind of an arc. I'm bending my elbow, but I'm not bringing my hand closer to my armpit to accomplish this. All right? Push into your support arm, pull your right knee back slightly, and then drive that elbow down towards your hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same tempo. Stay with me. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We don't want to be using a ton of English to get this done. We're not using a ton of momentum. We're controlling that weight. If the only weight you have is too heavy to get to 10, stop at 8. It's better to get good quality reps than it is to cheat, swing, and end up with tension in places you don't want it to be in. All right? Now I'm going to show you this side so you can kind of see the support, but the other sides I'll show you, or the other sets, I'll show you from the left side. All right? Left leg goes back. We're pushing into that support and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. So you can see I stayed kind of square to the support the whole time. I wasn't opening up or twisting. I was staying securely in position. You've done your shoulder cars and you've done your rows. We're back to our floor press. All right? Back into position. Remember, knees up, boop, knees up. You're pushing down through the floor with your heels to create some more stability in your system. That's 1, 2, inhale, out. Blow the dumbbells up. Things are heating up, right? We get another set of shoulder cars after our floor press. Things are feeling good, things are warming up. Your range of motion might get a tiny bit bigger, but remember, you're still not trying to cheat, okay? We're in this position, we're locking everything down. If your knees are bothering you, you can stand up. You can sit too, but standing is a great option. All right, palm up, close that fist, reach up as high as you can. Internally rotate and reach all the way back through, up, externally rotate, back around. Squeeze, batten down the hatches. Breathe into that rib cage, tighten things up as you go. Reach for the ends of what you're capable of without cheating. This is not the same thing as a nice, smooth, intentional range of motion. Excuse me. All right, left side, here we go. Up internally rotate, reach back as far as you can, and land. Up, externally rotate, come all the way back around, and down. One more rep. Wait, was that 1 or 2? Well, let's do 2 more. Up, internally rotate, reach back, and land. Remember, buckle your seatbelt, then reach back, grab the trash from the kids, and bring it all the way back around. Okay, last rep. Remember, I'm trying to crush this dumbbell into the floor as I do it, using my abs, using my shoulder on the other side. This is a strength exercise. Whether you believe it or not, this is hard when you do it right. When you flippity-floppity through it, you're just not going to get anything out of it, and then why are we here anyway, right? We're here to put good, strong, intentional work in. All right, round 2. Shoulders are feeling really good from that chest press and those shoulder cars, so we're into this. I'm gonna turn slightly so you can see my body from a different angle. We're doing the same thing, nothing's changing, okay? So I'm here, I'm squared up over my support. There's enough clearance that if I dangle my arm and really even if I let my shoulder blade reach, I'm not touching the ground with the dumbbell. Unless you have enormous dumbbells, in which case, good for you. Just kidding. Use a higher step. All right. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Should be a really good squeeze out of that lat as you pull that dumbbell around. All right. Coming to the other side so you can see lefty. Right? Remember, left knee is staggered back slightly. Right hand is secure on our support, and I'm able to anchor my shoulder over that arm. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep those abs tight. Keep your back almost a little rounded. 7, 8, 9, and 10. We really want to avoid extending our spine to do this because it's going to give leverage to things that we're not trying to put work into. Remember, the goal of strength training is to develop specific capacities in specific tissues. What I mean by that is if you want to get stronger in a specific spot, you got to put force into that spot. You can't just generally throw weight around and expect to get significantly stronger. Right? And big, strong lats are massive when it comes to shoulder strength and stability, especially when your kids are climbing all over you. All right, last round. Here we go. We're back to our floor press. If that was feeling really good, challenging, and you're ready to level it up, or you have any issues with instability, I'm going to show you another alternative that you can use that it'll crank the core challenge up, and it'll actually help with some creating stability for somebody who might struggle with hypermobility. So I'm going to demonstrate that in this set. However, you can keep going with the way you were doing it before, just regular, straight set floor press. All right? What we're going to do on this one, which is different from the previous sets, is we're going to hold one dumbbell up as we do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, we're keeping it at that same angle. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. So if you found yourself creeping out to the side, elbows raising up, and you started to feel that discomfort, remember, pull in a little bit tighter. Don't let yourself flare. Flaring's not the end of the world. but it does put certain things in position to work harder instead of developing the thing that we're trying to develop, which is your pectoralis muscle. We're not trying to develop your anterior delt that is going to do most of the pressing from this angle. It's just not going to be helpful. All right, so, all right, last round, okay? This is where things are going to get more challenging, right? You don't need to add weight to this exercise to do it, but I want you to put your everything into this. So this is where the rolled up sock comes in. This is where you crush things, and you really focus on squeezing out every last square inch of that range of motion, all right? We're going to add a couple pauses in. Reach across your body as far as you can, pause, squeeze. Up a little higher, squeeze. Up here, as high as you can, internally rotate, external. So thumb down, thumb up, thumb down, thumb up. And now reach back just before you pass the passenger seat. Internal, external, internal, external. Reach back, keep that internal rotation all the way through till you land. Reach back as far as you can. See, I'm really trying to go for that back seat. External rotation, internal rotation. External, internal, external, around. All the way until you land. All right, one more rep, or two more. Squeeze, reach, squeeze, 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 up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Reach, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Internal rotation. Trying to almost raise our pinky towards the ceiling as we do this. Reach back as far as you can. Get as close to your spine as possible. All the way down. Reach up. External rotation. Squeeze. Internal rotation. Squeeze a little harder. External rotation. Bring it around. All the way until you land. Whew. I don't know if you can tell, but I am dripping sweat right now. I know that's not that abnormal considering I have no hair to hold it back, but hard work is hard work. All right, last rep on our last set on our left side. All right, here we go. Reach and squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Thumbs up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Internally rotate, externally rotate. Internal, external, internal, external. Reach a little bit further. Out to the side, internal rotation. Remember, your range of motion is not mine. Do the biggest pain-free thing you can. Internal, external, internal, external. So thumb up, thumb down, thumb up, thumb down. Now reach back, right, all the way to the back seat. Thumb up, thumb down, thumb up, thumb down. Close to your spine as far as you can. Thumb is still pointing down, land. Reach back, up as far as you can, up, 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 all the way around and back. Whew. Wish I had a towel with me. Okay, 2 more reps. Up and across, squeeze, hard as you can, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Up, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Internal rotation, so thumb is going down. Dump the baby bottle out. Reach up, 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 as far as you can towards the ceiling, all the way around, and land at your hip. Up, external rotation, all the way back around, and land. Last rep. Reach, thumb up, internal rotation, reach back. Reach for the back seat, reach as far as you can, externally rotate, all the way up, and around. Whew. That might have been harder than the floor press. Okay, we're gonna burn this one out. So this is the time to leave it all on the floor. It's your last exercise of the whole workout. Do as many as you can with good form. All right, if we end up in the 12 to 15 rep range, great. If you end up in the 20 rep range and you have the opportunity to go heavier, I would genuinely recommend going significantly heavier with your weights next time you do it, if you can. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that being said, I got 20 done. 50 pounds for this exercise, probably not quite heavy enough for me at this time. However, if all I have is one 50-pound dumbbell or one set of 50-pound dumbbells, the best thing you can do is get as close to that fatigue point as you can safely, and then do more sets. So instead of, in this case, we're doing 3 sets. Instead of, in this case, for time purposes, we're doing 3 sets, but for a really good stimulus, like to really start making big changes in your body, you might go 4 or 5 sets because the weight's just not heavy enough, right? So you have to account for what we call volume load, which is sets times reps times weight, in a different way. Get more sets, get more reps, because you can't go up in weight. All right, here we go, last set. Let's see if we can get 20 on each side. And I'm not gonna cheat, I'm not gonna race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, oh, one for luck, 21. Whew, that felt good. Got a nice little sweat going. I know it was productive. I know I put work in the right places, and my shoulder, honestly, feels better than it did when I came in. So these are the kind of things. We talk about it in the lower body workouts, we talk about it in the upper body workouts. The way that we train should be making you feel better regularly, not making you feel worse all the time, right? What you'll tend to surprise yourself when you go on to things in your day that you can do much more easily because you are stronger. All right? See you in the next class.